Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Dual Universe. So today we are back on Elioth. This is going to be our home world now, and I've also got a little plot here, and we'll show that on another episode, but it's a nice spot because for some reason yesterday this was all open. The combs here, about 7 of them, maybe an organization left, I'm not sure. But this is District 7, this is District 8. I'm in between them. Nice little spot. My organization's down here, so it's a nice distance. I didn't want to live right beside them, so all these white tiles are places I can get. And I'm out mining using an organization vehicle, and I'll talk a bit more about the organization while we're mining, but I want to get right into the mining. But before we get into mining, what we're going to do is we're going to link ourselves. Now, we have a container hub here, and we can just declare a link to the container, but basically this lets you kind of like access all the containers in one, and it's kind of lovely. So you can see I already have some coal and quartz in here, quite a bit actually, and this vehicle holds quite a bit as well, so that's kind of nice. It's you know, makes it easier just having an all-in-one container, obviously. Now when we right click it, we did the and I should tell you more about that and why we're doing that. When we clicked it, I'm gonna get closer, sorry. We're doing this whole link, so I can reset the link and then I can declare a link container. What that does is now I can access it further away and actually be able to, you know, do stuff with the inventory, put things into the inventory, take things out of the inventory, even use things out of the inventory. And for that part, you do the linking. And what this basically means is pretend this inventory doesn't really exist besides maybe tools and stuff. And now you're using everything in this inventory and putting things into this inventory, which is great for mining. Now, there's a couple of talents for the link container stuff, which actually helps quite a bit because then you can train that up over time and get further range. I think like the base one is like 250 meters for every skill point you have in it, and at level 4 you unlock another one that lets you upgrade it 10% range every time as well. So just think, you know, 50%, and then I don't know if it's 1250 or 1.5k, like 1.5 kilometers, and then 50% on top of that. I'm not sure how the math works, but obviously when you get those maxed out, you'll be able to be probably multiple kilometers away from your container and be able to access that, which is amazing for when it comes to mining because you'll be deep underground. I can run over here and mine, things like that, and be linked up to it. So let's jump right into mining right away, and we'll talk a bit more about the organization as we go through, and we'll visit the organization near the end of the episode as well. But I know a lot of people are just interested in mining itself, so obviously the first thing is you want to link to your container. So the next thing you want to do is open your scanner. Now I have this in short range. You can hit Alt and scroll wheel to go in and out of short range, long range. You can also hit your tab here and left click, I guess, here, and you can change short, long range. You can also do a filtering system here. So I can say, you know, I want these ones to show, I don't want these to show, etc., etc. So you got a nice little system here, basically, to display all the information. If we hit tab, we're good. So we can see already we got materials there showing up. So what we do is we kind of skate around and run around and look for those those things. Are we getting closer? No, we're getting hotter. Or, sorry, colder. So there you go. We're going over here. We're getting hotter on the one at least. There you go. 200 meters. Okay. Oh, look at that. We're really getting close to that one. There we go. She's dropping really well. So there you go. So we're just basically skating around here with our jetpack, trying to find that perfect spot here. Okay. So it looks like this one's deeper underground, which is good. This is a good example because those are the harder ones to find. So we have another tool here called the Directional Scanner. The only downside with the Directional Scanner is it's useless because it's very short range. I think it starts at like 25 meters before you have upgrades, and maybe you get it up to like maybe 50 or so. So it's a very, very, very kind of useless at low levels. Now, moving around quite a bit updates the scanner, but what you can do is Alt and then left click and you can re-update it. So obviously I don't think we're going to get much more accuracy than we already have. So I think pretty much now is time to dig. So what we're going to do is hit Control, scroll wheel, increase our mining range. You can keep the tool in your hand, and then we're going to start digging down. Now, due to server issues, remember beta, this might regenerate here in a second. Oh, it looks like it might work right away. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, the pending operation, invalid message type, everything's acting up, and then it should be pretty much straightforward now. We should be good here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mine. Now, keep in mind the world has an ocean all at 0. Basically, once you hit 0, you always go underwater. That's just how it is. So it's not as exciting. It's kind of, you know, you're always under the water in a sense, but it doesn't really act like water, so you could just pretend the sound effects and everything else are not there, and then you're not really there. So what you can do now is we can just dig down, and the further you dig down, the closer we're getting, so we're doing good. Now later on you might have to play a bit of hide and seek with the materials, which kind of gets a bit of annoying, but as long as you did a good job on the surface, usually you can end pretty close to it. But now if it's quite deep down, we don't actually dig 90 degrees. Believe it's like 75 or maybe it's 80, something like that. But it's not straight, as you can see. So if you want, sometimes you might want to turn it, and that way you're kind of refixing that, that angle. It looks like it's starting to flatten down actually here. So let's refresh it. So yeah, let's see if we can use this tool now. Oh, here it is. Yep. So listen to the sound. Just listen to the sound if you can, though. Hear that? So the visual representation shows up slower than the actual sound. So if you go by sound, you can actually really find out where you want to go. But you can upgrade that as well with talents and things like that. So basically, it's saying if we go this way, we should find some ores here. So we're going to start digging this way now. Oh, and the server's really working lovely today. This is perfect for let's... Oh, there's a pending operation. Hey, I just complimenting you. There you go. Server's doing its nice. There you go. We good? No. Oh, it's really doing the stall pending operation. There you go. Servers failed to select. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's stuck. I might have to relog that. It doesn't... Oh, there it goes. Internal server error. It reset now. There you go. Anyways, it seems like once you stop doing an action for a bit, it has an issue trying to catch back on. So if we use this tool now, like I said, it's very short range. But if you're close enough, this should help you. Link container is now active. Oh, are we actually far away from it? No, I don't know what happened there. Oh, we actually lost our spot. Let's go back here. I might have gone down too far, or... Oh yeah, see here? Ah, so it's right in front of us. So we actually are gone down a little too far. There's your pending operation, and there we go. We have it. And you can actually use the other scanner as a filter system, by the way. So if you go back down here, and so if you hit tab and open this up, you can actually like turn them all off and then see, okay, there's that material, there's this one, there's coal, oh, there's bauxite. So they all have a different color and shade, but now you know that's bauxite. It'd be kind of cool if you could hover or just hover around here and it would just kind of show up, just a quality of life down the road. But anyways, that's pretty simple. And then you can do the alt and scroll and shift into the lower one, so you can see we're really close. We hit it again, we're really close. And I guess when we get really close here, there you go. Actually went up a bit, but obviously we're right at the ore now, so you don't even have to worry about that. So what we can do now is switch to our mining tool. And this one is hold down and let go kind of option. So it has a max. It won't mine if you just leave it there. You got to let go, and then there you go. So now we should be mining bauxite, and it should be going to our container directly, which is really, really awesome. And then we get to mine, and yeah, you just do this let go, click and let go, click and let go. So even with the server performance, once you get to the ores, they're not too bad, because the hardest part is getting to the ores, and then once you get to them, yeah, you'll get pending operation, it'll lag. A tip with the pending operation and the lag issues is wait till it says you've collected. So you see where it says you collected bauxite, and then start performing. See, yeah, I didn't wait there, so see how it lagged out there? Then you should be safe to perform your next action. I think, did it still? Oh no, that's the full size there. And obviously, if you increase your tool, your talents once again, everything else, this will get faster. This will get bigger. You might even get a better yield out of it, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So don't quote me on that. Now the linking of the container, obviously that was a badass feature, right? I'm able to mine this right directly to our vehicle. Now that has a distance and a range, so it's probably best, where we parked, and then we found the ore quite further away, to the side. what I should have probably done was then bring my vehicle to the spot I was digging and then dig from there. But I know my range is pretty decent, so I wasn't worried too much on that. But if I was even like, 50 blocks off or whatever, or 50 meters away, I wouldn't have been able to put it in the vehicle, and then I would have had to be running back up, or at least get back into link range and then transfer items back and forth. And who wants to deal with that, obviously? So make your life easier. Make sure you get that vehicle as close as you can. Now, I wouldn't ever suggest bringing the vehicle underground, obviously, but you want it really close from the top of the surface there. And then work on some of those skills. In fact, I would probably work on linking skills before mining skills, just for the fact that, you know what, it may take longer to mine, but it's much worse having to dig yourself all the way back to the surface over and over, So yeah, Silverlight Industries. Oh man, this is a really cool organization. So why did I join this organization? Well, first of all, they were pretty friendly. I joined their Discord, and I actually found them on the forums first, and they're quite a big organization. If we hit F3 here, you can type silver in here, you can search, and then you can click them, and there's their Discord information. Remember that this is case sensitive, things like this, but it's an industry, corporation, PvE, and megacorp. So they call themselves a corporation. And what makes this organization unique is, well, first of all, it's a PvE one, so they're not looking to make wars. Obviously, down the road, we will have to defend ourselves, things like that, from piracy, etc. But we're not obviously going to be going and targeting other corporations and going at war with them at this time. Or I think even in the future, obviously, it's more of a defense, if you have to. Anyways, so one of the big features is, you can join this organization and say I wanted to do some mining. I can borrow one of their vehicles, which is our vehicle. I should say ours, because you're part of the organization. And you can go out and mine with them. And what you do is, to help the organization, you give back the ore. It's not even a percentage. You give them all the ore. But keep in mind, this is not like one of these, it's not like a donation drive or anything like that. The organization actually pays you for the materials, and they pay you pretty much close to the market price for that material. So what they'll do then is they will process that material, they'll manufacture things, and they will actually sell that material onto the market. And or sorry, I should say not the material usually, but the actual items they make with it, say cargo containers, etc. They'll sell that on the market, and then they'll bring in more income, and then with that they will go ahead and use that and buy other materials that maybe we are not having enough, or vice versa. And basically we expand. Our organization gets bigger, we build more factories, etc., etc. So we have a container at the organization with each of the players' names, so at least the ones that are into mining and doing the mining. And they deposit this ore, which I'll show you here near the end of the episode. So I go there, I deposit the ore, and then I believe on a Saturday or so they pay out. And after they calculate it, they have a spreadsheet and they write all this information on like how much you've deposited. So every time they remove it out of there, they kind of write it down, so that way they can pay you back. And so, for example, I think iron hematite or whatever is about 14 credits per liter. So if you're getting 100,000 of that, you're making some good bucks there, obviously. And that's the whole point, right? 100,000, which is a lot, but isn't an insane a lot. That's 1.4 million right there of credits. Now, yes, I could sell that to the market, or even better yet, I could just take that to my factory, process that, and maybe even get a little bit more out of it. But you should be doing that with your own vehicles, obviously, right? You shouldn't be using the the corporation vehicles, things like that. But if you're not going to partake in helping. Oh, there's the pending operation acting up there. There we go. If you're not partaking, obviously, you shouldn't even be in this kind of organization, right? It's not a organization just to better yourself. It's about, working as a group, obviously. Now, here's the big bonus here. So if you look at medium containers, I think they go for about 150K right now. If you look at the large containers, they're about double that. So they're almost about 300. The prices are sinking and changing all the time. What we charge, though, for a medium container is 75K. What we charge for a large container is 150K. So being part of this organization also gives you access to our little market, which we're working on still. We have some dispensers up. For example, I bought a territory unit for my new base there. I paid 100K for that. To buy a territory unit on the market, they were like 200, 300K. And the reason it's so cheap is what they're charging is what the ore costs without skill costs, without skill for processing it. So in a sense, if the raw materials, if you've never had a talent and everything costs, say, 100,000 to make the territory unit for the current prices, that's what they're charging for it. So that's a huge bonus. You know, you're only paying for basically the base cost of it. Where they make their money is actually the 30%. So if they have all the you know, talents and all that for efficiency and things like that, the 30% on that they get from it, then they can put back to the organization. And obviously they use that to, you know, get us more, you know, vehicles, you know, more machines, more factories, be able to make more parts, things like that. So it's it kind of, everyone benefits from it really, really well. And so yeah, that's why I'm part of an, you know, this industrial organization. So we're up there. Obviously we're not going to be able to get up there because, you know, 90 degree here, it's not going to work. So what we do now is we're just going to dig ourselves back up. And you can just do that like this. Now, if you wanted to, you could do this as well, right? So yeah, that's delayed in lies. So let's go back to here. If you really, really, really wanted to, actually, there's nothing even nearby here right now. I was gonna say, if there was other materials, kind of. Oh no, here's something here nearby. Actually, that is kind of pretty close, actually. So is it going up or down? Let's do this again. Okay, it's going down a bit here. Let's go over here. Okay. Let's actually go this way. So this might actually be worthwhile tracking another material while you're down here, right? So this is kind of how you do it with the mining. You don't just do one thing, you go and try to get other ones as well. Two birds with one stone sort of thing. I've actually never seen it sandy like this before. Huh. It's kind of cool. Now, it might be more straight under us. I'm not quite sure. Let's dig right down right now. Well, it's letting us still go down, but it's not quite accurate. Oh, there we go. It's still going down. So we can switch to the alt one here now. So because I have some upgrades on this thing, it should work. Plus, we're about 25, so even the base one should work. So obviously, we're going to use this to... Should go a little slower, or listen carefully. There it is. There you go. Pending operation. There you go. And there we go. So yeah, I didn't even have to go to the surface, my friends. I can just continue mining. Oh, we're gonna get pending. There you go. So this is quartz here. So yeah, I already had some quartz before. We're getting more quartz. We got 15K the bauxite there. Remember, I hold with upgrades. It's like 4,800 liters right now with some of the current upgrades. So think about this. I literally pulled out 3 times my inventory, more than 3 times in just that one bauxite vein. Or did we have one before that? Actually, I might have had one before that, actually. I might have hit bauxite at another time. Anyways, the point is, you know, we pulled out quite a bit there, so that's pretty sexy. So I got enough room there to pull out a bit more, but I have to be careful. These are pretty heavy, but since we're only a few tiles away, I'm going to take the risk and mine more. It just means more potential of taking damage if I'm not careful on the hover vehicles. So, but they can move stuff fully loaded. But different ores actually have apparently different weight to it as well. So it's not just about volume; it's also about the weight, right? Let's just say you're mining nothing but pure lead, which I don't even know if they have lead in this game as an ore. But you can obviously, you know, imagine that would be a pretty heavy material to carry around. Yeah, we're getting so you can see the hit there is getting a little more frequent there. It's getting, oh, there you go. That's a bit better. There you go. How lovely is that? This is actually working really good. You know, I was worried it was getting a little worse, but this is like going through butter right now, and this is like when the server isn't acting up, it is amazing. You are literally going through butter, and you know, the more upgrades you have and everything, obviously the faster it gets, but it's beautiful. Look at this. This is like freaking Christmas Day right now, my friends. This is insane. Oh, there you go. Christmas can't always last. There you go. What's today anyways? Is it a Thursday? Actually, yeah, so Wednesday, Thursday sometimes. Yesterday it was pretty heavy on performance. Today it's a bit better. But there could be less people on too, you know, depending on the week and whatnot. But it is a long weekend, so, oh boy. Yeah, weekends with even COVID still existing, you know. That's gonna get... Oh, we got room still. I thought we were almost done, but we obviously have more in here. And now, to be polite to other players, please do this. You don't have to, but you should make sure you grab every inch of it, because if you leave even a little corner in here, like say you left the patch down here accidentally, they'll come down here and then they'll find it just being like the tiniest patch ever, and they will have a tier. And you really shouldn't be doing that to players. Players should never have to tier. Thankfully, there's no cave-ins in here. See, my friend Electro, I doubt he'd be watching this anyways, but if he saw this video, he'd be like, I want to have to build pillars and stuff like that to support, you know, prevent cave-ins. It's not that kind of game. You know, maybe a single-player game, sure, but a multiplayer game, it's like all the performance and calculations. You're insane, but he loves that kind of stuff. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to the surface now. Now, while we head to the surface, I'm going to actually go to my... I'm going to take the link off right now. We're going to turn on this. Keep non-precious ores. And basically, when we work to the surface here, we're going to actually pick up the sand. If you didn't know this, you can actually pick up materials. I did not realize this. I had actually asked my organization. But we can legitimately pick this up and place it down. And the reason we were doing this is because, well, we need to fix our holes up on the surface, so. Now, you get, like, I think, basically, like, let's just say every 6 times, let's just say you make a huge area that you mined. Oh, wow, I already filled up my inventory. Let's just turn off that now. Anyways, what I was trying to say is basically when you're doing this, you won't be able to fill up this whole hole that we just did when we were gathering that. You might be able to fill in like 1/6 of it. So I just want to let you know, like, it's not the best. Oh, we're going to hit the property border here, so we're going to have to spin around here. And that's why using Alt-V, turning on your territory tiles, and then hitting V and making sure that's on helps you with this kind of stuff too. You can actually see, when you're underground, you'll actually see if you hit the wall, you'll actually see the border as well, so. So what's our, oh, we're climbing pretty good here. So yesterday when I was mining, pending operation would happen almost every second, every time I mined, and sometimes it'd happen for like 2 or 3 seconds in between. So just imagine like a 5-second delay for each, basically for each mining operation I'm doing right now. So that's why I can't wait for them to fix those performance issues, but it can be pretty crazy. There we go. I can't see right now. There we go. We're almost above. Oh, we're almost there. There you go. Woo, we made it. So what we can do now is you can go and, double click this, hit Alt. Actually, I've never done this before, to be honest. Didn't know it would do a big bump like that. That's funny. Oh, let's fill it in here. Not enough material. So we don't even have enough material to fill it in there. Or did it derp up? Not enough material. Oh, because the area is big. Oh, there you go. There we have it. I've never done this before, so I only asked about it and I learned about it, and that's it. So yeah. So I guess that's, you know, you fill it in, and then you want to use your flattening tool here, I guess, or smoothing tool. So if you go around here, this will help smooth it. I don't have good skills and stuff like that, so I know it's not going to come out the most pretty, but I was actually hoping. I wonder if I grab it from here. Oh, there you go. That's what I want to do. Okay, it's not the prettiest, but it works. And then I gotta put something in here too, because there you go. I don't want the holes there. And then we go back to the flattening tool, and you know, you just go like, yeah, right here to here, I guess. There you go. Pending operation. There you go. There's another tool too. It's more of a smoothing one, I think. It's that was the smoothing. Which one do I have now? Oh, this is the smoothing one. Yeah, there you go. I've never tried this one, but I think the idea is it's supposed to smoothen better. So just like an area effect and try to make it smoother. So there you go. And obviously you also want to do the one you made, which I don't know. There's like a million holes here. Was this the one? I guess this would have actually been the one. So you want to do the same thing here again. So fill this in. Actually, I might try just using the other tool this time. See how it works. Not enough material. There you go. Desert sand. There you go. Let's see how this works here in a second. Okay, let's try that and see how this works. Oh, that's much more stabilized. Except that little piece here that's There you go. That's insane, except a little different color there. That worked really well there. So that's actually where you want to do it now. Okay. So for now on, smoothing tool and that together. Amazing. Cool. So that makes me happy. Never done that. Now I know I can actually go around. I actually had an insane amount of sand as well, by the way. I was just using, I guess, particular ones. But here you go. Now you can bring this material, and let's just say maybe you're really close to sea level, but you're on a grassy area, whatever, want to make a beachfront. Well, there you go. You can actually make a beachfront with this. So very, very cool. And like I said, skills make everything better, obviously, so over time I'll do that. So this is free, by the way. I mean, obviously you dig it, you get it, right? So you might as well just drop it and get rid of it. Oh, that's not mine. I wish I can... whatever. I just dropped all the material, so... I'll keep an eye on that next time when I'm doing stuff, because I could probably just patch up other people's holes, too. So here's our vehicle. We can hit insert and change your view, which obviously is going to help quite a bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open the map here, and I think I already have the coordinates there. Yeah, I don't think I have them set perfectly, but we're going to head over here, and we're going to start going. So remember, this thing is holding, well, look at this, 101 tons of mass right now, pretty much 55,000 liters. And it's really not about the liters, it's about the mass itself. So 101 tons. So you hit a bump, you're going to be screaming and crying. You can increase the height, but I will let you know right away when you go up and down. Oh, please don't hit that. Please don't hit that. Okay, we're good. I was just going to let you know, like, the second you hit, like, go over a bump like that, it likes to climb down, and that is where you need to be careful. So, but as long as you're careful and, you know, nice to your vehicle, you should be able to get there pretty safely. This vehicle drives really great over oceans too, so keep that in mind. But there's just like one water tile there, so that's not going to really do us much. And remember, control to brake fast if you need to. So this area here, this is actually a killer. Like, hitting bumps like this alone can actually cause you a lot of pain and suffering if you're going too fast here. But we have pretty good... See how it increased my height, but now it goes down? And that's the thing, right? When you go up on a slope like that, then the slope drops. That's when you drop even if you've increased your height, and it actually can slam back down and really create a lot of headaches and problems with you. So you can see it'll jump up, but now it's gliding down a bit, and yeah. Oh, I think that's our our factory over here. So yeah, there it is. That's our organization's base. I don't know why I set it over there, but obviously, whatever. So just be careful. Oh, no! I get this so often lately. This is another issue. The world is working fine, but basically, there's this network error. There's this retry. I wish I could, like, you're not supposed to touch the client or whatever. It's probably a server-side issue anyways, but it basically says 0 tries remaining, so it lost connection. And somebody says basically the devs made this so sensitive that it easily kicks you out without too many retries, and that's it. It's like a 100-year-old game, one packet loss, that's it, we boot you out. Anyways, you can see people are functioning. They would even be able to see me, but that's it for that. So what we're going to do is pause, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Oh, we're out of our seat. Yeah, they kick you out of the seat, which I guess is a good thing, because other people can pilot it, right? But let's hope we're not coming down too high. So we got to, before we damage this, let's hit Alt space and get ourselves back on our bearings. Hopefully that won't happen again, but a lot of times when I get that network error, I tend to get it like 2-3 times in a row. Even if I clear the cache, things like that, it likes to hit you at once, and it makes me sad. I want to fix it, but as far as I know, it's not me. It's the servers that do that one. So my FPS is kind of hit quite a bit. Sometimes when I log in and log out, sometimes the FPS is just tanked, and I have to re-log in and log out again, and it fixes it. So there's something that kind of hits and miss on that sense. But anyways, so here we go. We're going to go over here. So this is our little warehouse here. So let's actually hit control space, or no, sorry. Actually, what is the C? Okay, Alt space, or hover down is Alt C. Okay. Because obviously I want to bring this down, but not too fast. If I got out, it would do a lot of damaging, right? So oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. And there we go. This place gets pretty loud because of all the factories. Oops, somebody did some weird-ass flattening over here. Anyways, so yeah, everyone has their own containers over here. So basically ours is right here. And so we go to our link container here, and we can just drop all this in here. There you go. You don't have permission to basically remove, but you do have permission to insert. And then you want to take a picture of it, or write it down or whatever, because later on, just in case for a backup. And on Discord, I think now they started having us tell them what we put in there. They're supposed to still take notes, but I guess that might help them. I'm not sure. But anyways, there you go. So there, I've deposited it, and it's all good. So this is our organization's main base here. So this guy is our truck. And let's go park it now. Now it's a little lighter. And let's do our insert so we can see here. Feel free to park on Kowalski here. He moved. There you go. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure you fuel it and repair it. So we go here, we go with the F9, and we're going to go and unlink our container. Well, we already are. Well, you can link it, but like not link it. And so you're going to go to scrap material. You're going to see if you need to repair it anywhere. Just because you don't want to be bringing it back broken. And then you're going to fuel it. So we can double click our fuel here. And then the fuel has 3 points on this. So this is one fuel tank here. So we'll go ahead and fuel that up. Awesome. And then we'll open this one up. And we'll fuel this side up. That's full. Okay. And then there's one more fueling point right back here. which you open this one up, and then... Oh, there you go. It might be out of sync, but there you go. That should fuel it up. And then, yeah, so to get more fuel and to get more scrap for repairing, etc., you can run over here. Somebody screwed up the ground here. It wasn't like this earlier, like an hour ago, half an hour ago. Over here is our fueling. So you got your fuel for, you know, like space vehicles. These ones are just usually your ground vehicles, right? And then over here, this small one right on the right here is the scraps. So you can use this, and you know, I have lots of scraps, so I don't need more. But you can use that to basically get more materials for the basic operation and fixing of the vehicles, which is pretty damn cool. And this thing here is his new version he's working on, which I can't wait to have something like this. I think this is his, which is basically a flight version where you can fly around, and that's what I want a lot, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm not quite sure what he's doing right now, so he's just sitting there. But yeah, and if you want, go around and repair other vehicles. Not everyone is a good person who goes and repairs them, so sometimes if they don't, please be nice and just run around and repair other people's vehicles as well. So anyways, what else do we have here? So this is our main factory over here. This is basically our parts factory here. I think this was more for ships and things like that, and this will grow and expand over time as well. But basically, these are all the parts here. And we have you can see they're growing up the level up here, which even over the last day has expanded a lot. And then over here is our marketplace, which is cut underground in a weird way right now. But basically, here you can buy yourself, you know, the large container, 150K. You can buy yourself the medium container, 75K, which I should actually buy one right now because I need those. They have a time limit, though, so can I hold another one? Yeah, I can. Yeah, so you have to wait 2 hours, 46 minutes to use this again. You can buy the smaller container, which 16 minutes. Oh, he did that. Okay. Apparently, I can only get one at a time. I already have one small one when I tested it, so he put the timer on there, which is... Rawr. They're doing this so you don't go ahead and... The purpose of this is so people don't go and basically take all these large containers and sell them and flip them. I mean, obviously, in an organization, you should be trustworthy, not do things like that. But obviously, you just got to be careful, too, in life, right? But, yeah, so you get a little bit of a punishment on that one. I'll only need one large container, so I'll grab that one later. But, yeah, that's where you get that's basically our little marketplace, and it'll grow. It'll have other parts and other features down the road. And then, if we go over here... we have many different factories, obviously, around here. But if we go over... I believe it's the one over... I think it's this one right here, actually. No, this is a different one. So much has been happening lately, so I'm not even quite sure where everything is. I guess it's this one here, then. You can buy the core for your property here, which is a very fair price here. Yeah, 100K each, so... yeah, buying one of these and then claiming territory is a great price. So yeah, it's worth that for sure. I mean, you can still build your own, but because that's at cost, worth buying them and then just later on building your own things at your own property and then selling them on the market. Because you'll get a bit more out of it, actually. But obviously, it's up to you if you want to be self-sufficient, whatever. But this organization obviously offers you, quite a bit. And as time goes on, that market will expand. It'll have, ship parts, everything else. But we're kind of, we're still working on all that right now. So, anyways, I think that's it. I think that kind of rounds up the episode. If you're interested in joining our organization, feel free. Remember, I'm no leader or anything like that in the organization, just a regular member. So I can't help you, get in or anything like that. You have to do that on your own still. But I just wanted to share you with what our organization offers and does. And there's many other organizations that probably do somewhat similar functions and features out there as well, which is pretty cool. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, all that fun stuff. And we will see you wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.